Welcome to Stoic Lessons from Historical Events, Episode 48 of 100, The Assassination of Abraham Lincoln. A Nation Mourns, explore history through the lens of Stoic philosophy. In our 48th episode, we delve into the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and the nation's mourning, uncovering timeless wisdom and resilience that inspire us today. If you find value in our content, please subscribe, like, and share with friends and family. Your support helps us bring these powerful stories and teachings to a wider audience. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards wisdom and growth. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln, a nation mourns. What led to the assassination of Abraham Lincoln? The assassination of President Abraham Lincoln on April 14, 1865, was a tragic event, deeply rooted in the political and social turmoil of the Civil War era. Lincoln's leadership during the war and his stance on abolition made him a polarizing figure, particularly among Confederacy sympathizers. As the war drew to a close and the Union emerged victorious, Lincoln advocated for reconciliation and the reintegration of the Southern states. However, this leniency was met with resistance by some, including John Wilkes Booth, a fervent supporter of the Confederacy. Booth, along with his co-conspirators, sought to destabilize the Union government and reignite the Confederate cause by assassinating key figures, with Lincoln as the primary target. Who was John Wilkes Booth, and why did he target Lincoln? John Wilkes Booth was a well-known actor and a passionate supporter of the Southern cause. Booth despised Lincoln, whom he blamed for the South's defeat and the abolition of slavery. He viewed Lincoln's re-election and subsequent actions as a threat to his way of life and the institution of slavery. Booth's intense animosity led him to devise a plan to assassinate Lincoln, as well as Vice President Andrew Johnson and Secretary of State William H. Seward, in a desperate attempt to create chaos within the Union government. Booth believed that by eliminating these leaders, he could revive the Confederate struggle and alter the course of American history. How did the assassination occur? On the evening of April 14, 1865, Lincoln attended a performance of Our American Cousin at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., accompanied by his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, and two guests. Booth, familiar with the theater's layout, slipped into Lincoln's unguarded box during the play's intermission. At around 10:15 p.m., Booth shot Lincoln in the back of the head with a Derringer pistol, then leapt onto the stage, breaking his leg in the process, and shouted, "Sic semper tyrannis," thus always to tyrants. Despite his injury, Booth escaped the theater, initiating a manhunt that would end with his death 12 days later. Lincoln was carried to a nearby boarding house, where he succumbed to his wounds the following morning, making him the first American president to be assassinated. What were the immediate reactions to Lincoln's assassination? The nation was plunged into deep mourning upon news of Lincoln's assassination. The shock and grief were felt across the country, both in the North and the South. For many, Lincoln had become a symbol of unity and hope, especially with the recent end of the Civil War. His death left a void in the leadership of a country already struggling with the challenges of Reconstruction. The reaction to the assassination was not only one of sadness but also of outrage and a desire for justice. The government launched an extensive manhunt to capture Booth and his accomplices, culminating in Booth's death and the arrest and trial of several conspirators. Why is Lincoln's assassination significant in American history? Lincoln's assassination is significant not only as a tragic historical event, but also for its profound impact on the nation. It marked the end of a pivotal presidency during one of the most turbulent periods in American history. Lincoln's leadership had guided the nation through the Civil War and laid the groundwork for the abolition of slavery and the beginning of Reconstruction. His death complicated the Reconstruction process, leading to a harsher approach towards the South under his successor, Andrew Johnson. The assassination also left a lasting legacy, shaping the way Americans remember Lincoln as a martyr who sacrificed his life for the preservation of the Union and the principles of liberty and equality. How does the legacy of Lincoln's assassination influence us today? The legacy of Abraham Lincoln's assassination continues to influence contemporary American society. Lincoln is celebrated as one of the greatest American presidents. His leadership during the Civil War and his efforts towards emancipation forming a cornerstone of his enduring legacy. His assassination is remembered as a turning point in American history, emphasizing the fragile nature of democracy and the impact of leadership on national unity. The event also serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers of political violence and the importance of civil discourse. Lincoln's life and death are commemorated in numerous ways, including through monuments, educational programs, and public observances, ensuring that his contributions to American history are never forgotten. Thank you for watching. If you like our content, please subscribe and share our content. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you at the next episode.